Greetings my friends, welcome to Sew, Yarn, Knit and Crochet. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for taking your time to view my work. I'm so humbled. To start us off, I'm using medium size yarn and 4.5mm crochet size hook. For today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet the forked cluster stitch pattern. It's very easy, only 2 repeat rows. So grab your yarn and your crochet and let's get started. For this pattern, we are required to cast on any number that is a multiple of 1 and then add 4 chains. So for example, you have 10 chains, add 4 so that there are 14 chains in total. So once we have made the slip knot, I want to show you, especially if you're a beginner, this is how we make the slip knot, or how I make the slip knot. And then I insert my crochet there, and then I start counting my chains like so. So every time I make a chain, I count it until I get the desired number of chains. So I'm going to pause my video and work up to 14 chains, and then I'll meet you once I'm done. So I have made 17 chains. I decided to add 3 more chains. So we are going to start working from the 4th chain from the hook. So we are going to skip 1, 2, 3, and we'll start working on the 4th chain from the hook. We are going to yarn over and insert our crochet into the 4th chain from the hook and draw out some yarn. So now we have 3 loops. We are going to work into the next stitch, yarn over, and repeat the same in the next stitch. Now we have 5 loops. We are going to take out the first 3, and then we are going to take out the next 3. To proceed on with the pattern, we are going to work into our previous stitch, yarn over and work into the previous stitch, draw up. Now that you have 3 loops, repeat the same in the next stitch now. So once we have 5 loops, we are going to draw out 3 loops, and then we are left with 3 loops, and now we are going to draw out the remaining 3 loops. This is the pattern that you're going to follow for row 1. It's a very easy pattern and it's very beautiful. So once we have 5 loops, we are going to take out the first 3, take out the other 3. Continue with the pattern until you get to the end of the row. When you have only 1 stitch here left, make 1 double crochet at the edge. So once you have 1 more stitch, like I mentioned earlier, you're going to make 1 double crochet into that stitch. And then we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. So for the second repeat row, we are going to single crochet across the row. Single crochet until you have completed your row. So I'm going to pause the video and work the single crochets to the end of my row. So once you have completed that row, to proceed on with the repeat pattern, chain 3 and turn your work. So now we are going to repeat the pattern you did in row 1. Moving forward, this is, you just alternate the repeat pattern in row 1 and repeat pattern in row 2. Yarn over and insert your crochet into the first crochet space. Move on to the next, yarn over, work into the next stitch. When you have 5 loops, draw out the first 3 and then draw out the other 3. And then continue working the pattern until you have ended the row. Just make sure when you're resuming with the pattern, you work into the previous stitch, not a fresh stitch, just the previous stitch. And then once you're done with this row, repeat the row on the single crochets, and that is it. It's as easy as that. So once you have done more rows, your project should look similar to this. This is the front part of the pattern, and this is the back part of the pattern. They look similar. Both sides look similar. Thank you so much once again for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for viewing my work. I'm very, very grateful. Happy crocheting!